Some in Seattle are paying tribute to the victims.
People have been set on fire while they're alive, thrown into tires and kicked down the street, and laughed at while they burned to death.
Dozens of people came out to Seattle Central College Tuesday for a day of remembrance, telling their stories and honoring those who've lost their lives because they're transgender. Julia is a member of the Sisters of the Mother House of Washington and remembers losing a friend back in 1996.
Diane was her name, and they found her under the viaduct, victim of a hate crime with no suspects whatsoever.
The Human Rights Campaign reports that at least 22 transgender people in the United States have been murdered so far in 2018, the majority of them young women of color.
And it's the place to start.
Astro Pittman is a student at Seattle Central College and organized the Day of Remembrance event.
86% of the victims of the 102 trans murders in the United States between 2013 and 2017 were Black, Hispanic, or Native. And of the 24 known deaths since last year, 92% of them were minorities.
HRC says many acts of violence against transgender people go unreported.
Myself, I suffered a beating so severe I lost a kidney.
Can I hug you? Is that all right?
The report also says the victim's gender is often not reported accurately by police or in the media, but Pittman has a different take on it.
Oftentimes it's actually embarrassment from the families who don't want the rest of the world to know that their family member was trans. And so they gender them based on their gender at birth rather than the gender identity that they live in every day. Brooklyn Brianna Stevenson, Vontasia Bell.
The ceremony ended with a candlelight vigil where the names of this year's victims were read aloud.
Catalina Christina James.
Their names written on wish lanterns to honor them all one by one.
Not a one of them should have been lost.
In Seattle, LaMonica Peters, Q13 News.
Well, as you're planning your grocery list,